師徒之間節目佛教故事摩加的故事10集之2 2015年9月12日以英語開示於法國。
Now, this story in the present. Mahali's questions. A Lichavi prince named Mahali, who lived at Versailles, hearing the teacher recite the Suttana, the sutra, entitled Shaka's question, he thought to himself, maybe one of his teachers, the Supreme Enlightened One, Buddha, has described the great glory of Shaka. Shaka or Chakra is the same, the god of 33 heaven. Has the teacher seen Chakra himself? Or has he not seen Chakra? Is the teacher acquainted with Chakra, or is he not acquainted? I will ask him. I wonder who he meant by teacher. Did he mean the Buddha himself? So we will see, huh? I just read as is, nah? Then we will see. So the Lichavi prince Mahali drew near to where the exalted one was, and having drawn near, saluted the exalted one, or the word-honored one, or the Buddha, or the enlightened one, is all the title of the Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, or most of the Buddha who has attained complete enlightenment. And then having drawn near, saluted the exalted one and sat down on one side. And having sat down on one side, the Lichavi prince Mahali spoke thus to the exalted one. Reverend sir, I wonder, exalted one mean the Buddha or not, or even not? This is not very clear, this translation. Probably for the Westerner mind, Buddha. Teacher is okay. Buddha, what? Master, no. And even Supreme Master, what? So, maybe they translate it as teacher, but maybe it's just another one. Because it doesn't say, first I have heard, So this is one of the Buddhist story. This is about making good karma. So he drew near the exalted one and said, Reverend sir, has the exalted one seen Chakra kings of gods? Yes, Mahali, I have indeed seen Chakra king of gods. So he asked again, Reverend sir, it must certainly have been a counterfeit of Chakra, a fake one. For Reverend sir, it is a difficult matter to see Chakra, the king of gods, no? So the exalted one say, nevertheless, Mahali, I know Chakra. I know what qualities made him. I know by the cultivation of what quality Chakra attained to the state of Chakra. So he continued, Mahali, in a previous state of existence, Chakra, king of gods, was a human being. Attention. Pay attention. You may be Chakra, king of gods, if you want to. How to? You can say, how to be. There are so many books nowadays that tell you how to. How to do this, how to do that. We can also change this into a title, say, how to be a god of all gods, God of 30 gods. Chakra is a great god, no? He lord over 33 heaven. Imagine that, huh? Don't go around mess with him, okay? He's a very good in testing sincere practitioner, right? How much he did test the Buddha, my God, terrible guy. I'm sorry. I'm honest, you know. I mean, I have to keep the precept. I can't tell lie. So Mahali, the exalted one. I guess it was a Buddha, but I'm not sure. But it's taken from Dhammapada commentary, and it should be one of the story of Buddha's time, no? Mahali, in a previous state of existence, Shaka, king of gods, was a human being. They explain here that Shaka was the ruler of the gods in the Tavatimsa heaven, the realm of the 33, one of the celestial realms in the sensual sphere. Sensual sphere. You know, people enjoy sensual pleasure there. But not the way we do here, I guess, no. All right. And then a prince, he was a prince named Magha. Therefore, he is called Magha. Mahali, in a previous state of existence, Shaka, king of gods, was a human being who, in a previous state of existence, gave gifts. Therefore, he is called Puridada. Mahali, also in another previous state of existence, Shaka, king of gods, was a human being who gave alms assiduously. Therefore, he is called Shaka. Mahali, in another previous state of existence, this is a long line of existence. Shaka, king of gods, was a human being who gave a dwelling place. Therefore, he is called Vasava. Mahali, also in another, former life, another life. This is easier. Shaka, king of gods, was a human being who could think of as many as 1,000 things in an instant. Therefore, he was called Shahasaka. Mahali, Shaka, king of gods, has an Asura maiden named Sujata for his wife. Therefore, he is called Sujampati. He's so funny. According to his wife, he changed his name. If he gives something, his name changed, and even if he married, his name changed. Normally, when we in this world, when a woman married, she changed her name, right? But in this time, the man changed his name. Probably he married into the matriarch system, when the mothers rule the house. But don't we still do? Even we don't say it. The men think they are ruling us. Right? We just don't say anything. We are ruling them. Okay, never mind. Who cares? Huh? Who cares to rule the world? Must be very tiring job. All right, now. Wow, my God, so many names, so many previous existence. Even the Shaka, king of gods, you see this? He transmigrated, I told you. He come up and down, sometime be a god, sometime be a human. Yeah. And even then, he made a lot of offering from every lifetime. That's why he could become better. He continued to be God for a long time. Therefore, he is called Sujampati Mahali. Oh, no, Mahali is the person who asked the question. Mahali, Shaka, king of gods, bear sway as Lord and master over the gods of the 33. Therefore, he is called king of gods. Mahali, Shaka, king of gods, in a previous state of existence as a human being, took upon himself and fulfilled 7 vows. Because he took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows, Shaka attained to the state of Shaka. He has become God because he has done many good things and he fulfilled his 7 vows. Let's see what it is. Now, what were the 7? The first one is, so long as I live, may I be the support of my mother and father. That's first, I think. They don't say first, second, but I'm reading on, okay? So long as I live, may I honor my elders. So long as I live, may I speak gentle words. So long as I live, may I never give way to backbiting. So long as I live, may I live the life of a householder with heart free from taint of avarice, generous in renunciation of what is mine, meaning charity, yeah, with open hand, delighting in liberty, attentive to petitions, delighting in the distribution of alms. So long as I live, may I speak the truth. So long as I live, may I be free from anger. Should anger spring up within me, may I quickly get rid of it. So Mahali, Sakka, king of gods in a previous state of existence, took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows. Because he took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows, Shakka attained to the state of Shakka. If a man support his mother and father, if he honor his elders in the household, if he be gentle and friendly in conversation, if he avoid backbiting, if he steadfastly put away avarice, right? Greedy, huh? Greed, right?
Yeah.
If he be truthful, if he conquer anger, such a man the gods of 33 call a good man. Don't we know that? So if you do all that, then maybe you become a god, no? It's easier than sit here and eat big and... Huh? No? But we all support our mother and father, no? I did. When they were still alive, I did the best I can. Yeah. You know, when I could, I make sure they lack nothing. If he honors his elders in the household. I don't have any elders. The only elder in my household is me, myself. So I fulfill this vow too. Easily. I honor myself all the time. Gentle and friendly in conversation? Yes, of course. What do you think? All right. If he avoid backbiting, steadfast in non-greediness, okay, truthful, yeah, etc. Okay. Now, when the teacher said, then the teacher says, this Mahali was what Sakka did in his previous existence as Prince Magha. Mahali, desiring to hear the whole story of his conduct, asked the teacher, Reverend Sir, how did Prince Magha conduct himself? Well then, said the teacher, listen. So saying, he related the following story. I wonder who was his teacher here. It could be the Buddha, no? Ah, this must be the Buddha then. Okay, possible. Okay, story of the past. How Magha become Sakka. Magha Sakka. In times long past. Check it out. Be patient, okay? It's one of the 6 perfection. I'm just checking how many pages because I don't have this one perfection. So I'm not always friendly, huh? I feel very sad now. I can never be Sakka. Whoever that is. I can never rule 33 kingdom of heaven. Oh, how sad. What am I to do? All because of you. You make me angry. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. You and those out there. Yeah. Any of you want to be Sakka? No? Why are you laughing? It's a great position. Yeah. You can rule it for thousands of years. Until you're married, finished, then you finish too. All right. You don't like to be Shaka? Poco, why? Poco, no. Why? Tell me why. Ah.
We might go back as a human or we
You
might
might-
go back as an animal.
Oh, very wise. Indeed. So I also don't want to be Shaka God now. Yeah, I changed my mind. No want. You can keep it. So this is a story of how Magha become Shaka. Okay. In times long past, a prince named Magha or Magha lived in the village of Makala. Magha lived in Makala in the kingdom of Magadha. I don't know, sounds like Spanish to me. Yeah. España, Barcelona, Malaga, yeah? Okay. One day, this prince, Magha, went to the place where the business of the village was carried on. Why don't you say a market, no? This is very long. Many things. Took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows because he took upon himself and fulfilled these 7 vows, therefore. It's a lot of words. Yeah. The person who translated, really very diligent. Do not miss out one word. Translate it one by one. Very respectfully. Yeah. All right. So he went to the market. He removed with his foot the dust from the place where he stood, and having made a comfortable place for himself, stood there. Why did he have to do that? Okay. Thereupon another struck him with his arm, pushed him aside, and took his place. But instead of becoming angry at the man, he made another comfortable place for himself and stood there. Thereupon another came and struck him with his arm, pushed him away, and took his place again. But neither did he allow himself to become angry at this man. He merely made another comfortable place for himself and stood there in like manner. But then in like manner, one man after another came out of his house, struck him with his arm, pushed him away from the place where he had cleared for himself. Oh, man. It reminds me of the story of when I was in India. The train in India is always crowded, always overcrowded. There's nowhere to sit. Mostly seat places are occupied, and you have to stand. I was wearing monk's robe even. I was having a seat. I came earlier somehow that day, just lucky I had a seat. And then all the men come up and push me out, say, get out. And then he sat on there, that place. Yeah. I was surprised. I was very surprised. I thought Indian place where people has more courtesy and a spiritual manner, but not all. Huh? Some are not like that. But I didn't feel angry either. How can you feel angry or show your anger with a man with 6 foot tall looking down upon you and put you with his musculous arm and his big fist? I didn't have time to feel angry even, push me on one side and another push me to the other side. I didn't have to walk, just to keep people pushed around the train. And then by the time I reached the place I wanted to be, I'm pushed right next to the door. I just walk out. Very simple. No need to wait, I was right there. Yeah, otherwise you have to wait a long time until everybody got off the train, How can I, a small woman, push my way out, I wasn't in a hurry at all. But, in India it's very difficult to find things. trains always full, so people always compete for a good place, like that. I guess it's like that. Yeah, it happened to me sometimes. If I took the train, of course, or the bus, and the drivers of the conductor of the train doesn't know what how many people should be in the train. He never he never can tell. like in the West, we like in your country, in this country, they always say capacity, how many people, standing how many, sitting how many in the train or the Straßenbahn. They always say that. In India, they don't read this kind of thing. What for writing it? So they don't bother. It's a free country, truly very free. You do what you want. Nobody say anything. No rule. And the car can drive any way they want. If you can drive, you just drive. Who cares? Who cares how? And later they make more regulation for driving because a lot of accidents happen. No driver license and no rules and all that. In some big city, it's a problem.